Hey guys, Stephanie Crowley here, owner of Empower Physical Therapy. I want to share some tips and advice with you to help you get better night's sleep if you have neck pain or headaches. Let's do this right now. So the biggest things that we ask when we ask questions to our clients to figure out, do we need to adjust how we sleep if you have neck pain or headaches, is what happens at night. So does your pain get worse at night? Do you wake up with a lot more stiffness in the morning? When we ask them these questions, they're like yes and yes, then we want to make some adjustments to how we sleep, because if we're in bad positions and we're there for long periods of time and we already have some issues within our joints, it doesn't like that. It's kind of like if I pull my finger back and my joint doesn't like being in this position and it already is irritated, you're going to get some irritation at night. And so if we don't fix that, then you'll just be kind of feeling like you're spinning your wheels. Like, I feel better, I hurt, I feel better, I hurt. And so we need to adjust that. So what are some of the positions that we need to avoid overall? We're going to talk about that first, and then we'll get into positions that we should be in. So a lot of times what happens when we sleep, you know, our head may be in a position like this. Our neck doesn't need to be in this position. We want it to be very neutral. We want to have a line through our head into our body. So we don't want a pillow that's too high. At the same time, you don't want a pillow that's too low where your head is tilted back like this. Not a great position. We don't want to be in positions like this. And so other positions would be same kind of thing. If you're lying on your side, your head's tilted this way, or your head's tilted up, or we're bent forward like this. And so those are side positions that are not great. Now, if you're a stomach sleeper and you have pain, there's only one condition that we allow people to lie on their stomach, because again, when you're on your stomach, your head is really rotated to end range in one position. But there are some headaches that you can actually lie on your stomach in one direction, and it really helps to open things up and actually makes it feel better. But we'll talk about that later. So when we look at our pillow, we want it to be, again, where your head is in a neutral position. But when you say, hey, I'm all over the place, like, how can I solve that problem? So another thing that we like to do is we like to roll up a towel lengthwise. And so this will help, you know, just kind of like our back. We have a little bit of back support, so it keeps our spine in a more neutral position. We can do the same for our neck. And so this is going to go right where the neck bends, so that you have extra support here. Now this pillow is probably too high for that. We'd really need something a little bit lower, but you'll get the point. So you can put it on the neck like this. Now when you turn to your side, you're gonna have support on your side so that your head's not gonna be in any weird position. It's gonna be in a much better position. So a towel roll is a great solution if you are all over the place and while you're sleeping, because it will help kind of maintain a good position. So that's how you can kind of solve that. Now, what happens if you lie down and you get headaches? Very, very common. When we see people that lie down and they have headaches, very different situation. A lot of times that comes from the ribs, and it's because it's kind of like if your knee can't fully extend and you're hanging it here, the muscles will protect it and it gets really sore, so we always want to put something underneath it. Same kind of thing. What happens is the ribs can be really rounded. I'm going to exaggerate it so you can kind of get the idea. So if my ribs are really rounded, then my head can't lie back in a good position, and then a lot of times it will produce those headaches. So if that's the case and you're noticing that you're getting some headaches at night, we want to stretch those ribs. So you can take the towel roll in a little bit of a different position, roll it up where it's a little bit bigger, roll it through here, and we can lie on our back and just arms behind the head and stretch over the ribs to kind of open those up so that you're not so rounded, so that when you do lie down, you're able to lie down flat and you're not rounded with the ribs where your head is like having to kind of compensate, similar to that knee analogy. So if you are getting headaches, this is and it's happening more at night, more than likely it is coming from your ribs and you need to mobilize those ribs. So I would take it and just move the towel into different spots to find it. You can get a foam roller and roll through your spine as well so that you can get some, find out any kind of tightness that you have. But that is what you can do if you're noticing headaches at night. More than likely you have some rib tightness, and use the towel roll. Now, when we have people that have come into our office, and we have some other videos that we share with you on that, and sometimes we have to take the neck because it's high up here. When people have headaches, we take them side bend away from the side of tightness that's moving, and rotation. So if we've given someone that, now it's going to be hard for me to explain that to you guys and like how we do it, but there is a video that I show that shows you when we take people up in deflection and we rotate their head, that's going to show us upper cervical rotation if there's some limitations. And if there's limitations on one side, let's say it's the right side, you're going to want to side bend away from the right side. So sometimes if that's the case, you can sleep where you side bend away and rotate, and that's stretching the upper cervical joint. So I'm going to show you, let's say this side's the tight side on the left, side bend to the right, rotate to the left, and just kind of hang out in this position. It's also one of those positions where if you are a stomach sleeper, you can, let's say you have issues going to the left, you can actually lie on your stomach and sleep to your left, and you get some relief that way as well. But those are the only two cases where you actually can, sleep side bend rotation, or sleep on your stomach and rotate towards that left side if the left side is tight. Now, you probably can't diagnose yourself to figure some of those things out, but we do have a video where you might be able to get someone to kind of check it for you. So make sure you look in the description for that video, or just go into other neck videos to find that video as well. So if you like what we're saying, share this with someone that has any kind of neck issues. Comment and subscribe so we can kind of continue to grow and share education to the population on really trying to figure out where's the source of the problems coming from, how you can avoid surgery, get back to feeling your best as you're aging. That's what we specialize in, and kind of putting the pieces of the puzzle together.